Good evening, America. I'm Chris DeGarmo.
And I'm Michael Wilton from Queensryche.
And we are most pleased to be your hosts for tonight's, well, enlightening and entertaining segment that's been come to known as Headbangers Ball. Yes, we'll be bombarding you with videos for the next 3 hours. Videos that are mentally stimulating, culturally enriching, sonically devastating perspectives from the post-atomic generation. Yes, we're going to be putting the hammer down. I had to do that. Showing you videos from, well, who, Michael? Who are we?
Well, we got AC/DC, Judas Priest, and Anthrax, and plus debuts from Helix, Jetboy, Black Sabbath, Steve Vai, and Primus.
And we'd also like you to look out for details on how to enter Judas Priest's Headbanger Boot Camp contest. Yes, that should prove to be very, very exciting, so enter it once you see the details. But right now, without further ado, let's rock, shall we? How about some Queensryche to start off with? This is Eyes of a Stranger.
Hi, Michael and Chris from Queensryche here. Welcome back to the Headbangers Ball. In a few minutes, you'll find out how to enter the Judas Priest Headbangers Boot Camp contest. The deadline for entries is October 11th.
But coming up, we've got a new video from Anthrax here, and we just thought we'd share with you, the viewing audience, that Anthrax album, I believe, is sitting at the top of the CMJ charts, which is the College Music Journal charts. It's at #1 this week. And the Queensryche album is at #2. How does that make us feel? Well, happy for Anthrax. That's how it makes us feel. So anyway, here's their newest video, Got the Time. All right, here's the #5 Skull Crusher of the week. Down 4 from last week, it's Slaughter with Fly to the Angels.
Hi, Queensryche here. It's time now to vote for this week's Ball Buster. Last week's winner, Megadeth, Holy Wars, The Punishment Due. It's up against Trickster, Give It To Me Good. So, the number to call is 1-900-370-0100. It's not free, sorry. Each call is 50 cents. You can afford that. So you'll see the two contenders back to back, and call up and vote for your favorite. So anyway, here's Megadeth.
All right, coming at you now, we've got the #4 Skull Crusher of the week. This is a band that has just released a new album. It's called The Razor's Edge. They have a new drummer, formerly of The Firm. His name is Chris Slade. More clues? Well, their new tune's called Thunderstruck. This is AC/DC. Hi, we're back at Headbangers Ball. Chris DeGarmo.
And Michael Wilton from Queensryche. Guess what? It's the second hour of this wonderful Headbangers Ball. So we've got videos on the way from Rat, Child's Play, Warrant, Poison, and a debut from Black Sabbath.
Plus, in case you missed it before, you'll find out how to enter Judas Priest's Headbanger Boot Camp contest. But right now, here's a debut from Steve Vai. This is happens to be his directorial debut as well. Steve directed this video, and we're happy to play it for you here. It's called I Would Love To, and we would.
Hi, Michael and Chris from Queensryche here. We got some news. Next Saturday night, the Headbangers Ball returns to midnight. But anyway, no, wait. Oh, something interesting.
Yes, that's right. Kids, this is the educational segment of the Headbangers Ball program tonight, courtesy of Queensryche. And what we're going to talk about is, here we are on your television screen. You're sitting there, you're looking at this box. It's illuminating this light out at you. How is that happening? What is the magic that makes TV? Well, if you look closely enough at the screen, but don't look too closely, there's all these tiny dots that make up your television screen. And these are called pixels, okay? These are called pixels. Now, these pixels find their way onto your television screen. They're shot out at very high speed from this gun. It's called a cathode ray gun. So this cathode ray gun shoots out this light onto your screen in the form of pixels. Now, what we'd like you to do is perhaps tomorrow at dinner, sometime between, say, when the mashed potatoes are being passed or something like that, father's passing the mashed potatoes. You look at Dad and you recite this line to him. Now listen very carefully. You say, "Pop, The pixel arrangement from the cathode ray tube last night was particularly potent. Let's review that one more time, shall we? Pop, the pixel arrangement from the cathode ray tube was particularly potent last night. Now see, when you say that, you know, your dad's going to freak. He's going to look at you and he's going to go, Jesus, what's gotten into you, kid? And you tell him, Queensryche, Dad. Anyway, this is Child's Play with Rat Race.
Headbanger Ball continues. Yes, it's Michael and Chris from Queensryche. You're going to be looking at us, you know, so sorry. But anyway, in a few minutes, you'll find out how to enter Judas Priest Headbanger Boot Camp. And remember, the deadline for postcards is October 11th.
And coming up next, we have the #3 Skull Crusher of the Week. And this just happens to be courtesy of yours truly. This is the title track from our new album, Empire. And this is sort of one of those beach party themes that we came up with, you know, one day while sitting around the rehearsal room. It's sort of inspired by sort of, I don't know, we were watching Beach Party Bingo or something like that. And this, you know, this effervescent sort of light mood came over us, and we were compelled to write this, you know, well, Michael blazed off this riff. It's called Empire, so check it out. All right, Chris and Michael from Queensryche, we're back with you here, and we're just going to keep the tunes coming at you because we've been taking up some precious time during these segments, so we'll just move right along. Anyway, this is the new album from Black Sabbath, actually, which is why we came out of this crossover here. It's called Tyre. The album is inspired, I guess, by the name is taken from the son of the mythical god Odin. So obviously this leads us to the mystical segment of the program. And this album, I guess, features the same lineup as was on the Headless Cross album. So what else can we tell them, Michael?
Well,
it's the debut, right?
Yeah, I mean, here it is, the debut from... Sorry. Here's the debut from Black Sabbath. Feels good to me. Chris and Michael from Queensryche, for you. Anyway, time now for the #2 Skull Crusher of the Week. These are some friends of ours from LA. Rat, loving you is a dirty job. Indeed.
All right, welcome back. This is the third and final hour of tonight's Headbangers Ball segment. Videos are on the way from Winger and Motley Crue, so stick around for that. Plus, we have debuts from Primus, Jetboy, and Helix.
In case you missed it before, look out for details on how to enter Judas Priest Headbangers Boot Camp Contest. Hang out with the band on the last day of rehearsals for their Painkiller World Tour, which is going to be a painkiller, and so see you the first night of that tour, and more.
So this next video, it's, you know, we'd like some of whatever they had just before this video. I'm sure it was Gatorade or something, so anyway, here we are, Painkiller. We're back.
We're back. This is Michael Wilton and
Chris DeGarmo from Queensryche. Saturday night, the Headbangers Ball returns to midnight, so be watching for it at that time. Coming up, we've got a debut from a San Francisco-based band. These guys have a new album out. It's called Damned Nation, and so we're going to play it for you. It's Jetboy and Evil.
Yes, let's take a look back at the top Skull Crushers of the week.
Yes, #5 is Slaughter with Fly to the Angels.
And #4 is AC/DC's Thunderstruck.
#3 is Queensryche, Empire.
Rats, Loving You is a Dirty Job is #2.
And that brings us to the almighty #1. Yes, the numero uno, Skull Crusher. And this particular video is up one from last week. It is The Crew. Same old situation. The hip sound, that's the one that all the others have to beat. It's the #1, numero uno, that's right. Motley Crue, Skull Crusher of the Week, #1. Same old situation.
So in the next 30 minutes, you'll see debut videos from Chastain and Primus. But right now, here's a brand new video from Helix. It's called Running Wild in the 21st Century. Take it away. Yes, up next is a debut from Primus. They're a San Francisco-based band. That's where I'm from. They have a debut studio album called Frizzle Fries. That's what's happening here with these lights. But anyway, I'm developing a mild paste and slowly melting here. But guitarist Larry Lalonde was a student of Joe Satriani, who you all know.
Yes, and we're also very happy to add just a little more, one more tidbit of information to this debut introduction here. Yes, there's a cameo appearance by a friend of ours who we spent a good portion of the year touring with last year. His name is Kirk Hammett. Can you guess what band Kirk plays for? Yes, of course. Nelson's? No, Metallica. He plays for Metallica. And Metallica, not Jägermeister. But anyway, Kirk's in the video. He plays one of the fishermen. So watch for Kurt. And anyway, back to the subject here. This is debut video, Primus. Check it out. All right, back at the Headbangers Ball. If you'd like to write to this particular segment of the program known as Headbangers Ball, you may do so by addressing that particular envelope care of MTV Networks, 1515 Broadway, or 1515 Broadway, whichever you prefer, 24th floor, New York, New York, 10036.
And remember, next Saturday night, the show starts at midnight, and you know what midnight is. So
the witching hour.
Yes.
Yeah.
Here's the last video for the night. It's from a band called Spread Eagle, and here's their video. It's called Switchblade Serenade for you.